If you've been coming to this channel a lot, it might seem like I only play two game lines, World of Darkness and Shadowrun. And yes, if you're new here, that's basically the bulk of my subject matter, but these are not the only tabletop RPGs I play. But like most adults, life doesn't give me nearly the amount of free time to play all the games I want, nor do I have an unlimited source of players, game masters, or the mental bandwidth to play them all. Nevertheless, there are a ton of new games and a few older ones that I've never played and I'm chomping at the bit to dive into in 2021. So here's my list of the top 5 tabletop role-playing games I'm excited to play but never have in 2021. To find out more, roll 2d10.
Number 5.
Alien RPG. Set in the futuristic world of the Alien franchise, Alien the RPG launched in 2019. This sci-fi horror game includes two styles of gameplay: a cinematic mode that allows for quick setup and fast-paced, self-contained stories, and a campaign mode for long-term, more complex scenarios. The core rulebook also contains tons of updates and references to the Alien franchise, so you can drag your scientists, marines, and settlers through the horrors of space in 2183. I have no idea if this game is good, but reviews seem to be incredibly positive. I love the Alien franchise, so I can't wait to have a chest-bursting, face-hugging good time with this game of body horror and corporate brinksmanship. This game is published by Free League Press. You can get your copy at Modifius or get the PDF at drivethroughrpg.com.
Number 4.
Morkborg. Okay, full disclosure, I have no idea what this game is about. Honestly, this one is all marketing for me. I'm not sure if you can tell, but I like me some heavy metal music. And everything I've seen or heard about this game is very heavy metal. The imagery in this book drew me in immediately. It's a beautiful looking game, especially if you're into the grotesque violence splattered across death metal album covers. Morkborg is known as an OSR, or Old School Revival game. Old School Revival, or Renaissance in some places, is a type of game that harkens back to old school tabletop games, drawing inspiration from early versions of Dungeons & Dragons and similar games from the 70s and 80s. Using rules that are designed for more improvisational gameplay, Morkborg is designed to test players' inventiveness and wits over raw numbers. Morkborg is a brutal, cruel fantasy RPG about an apocalyptic world where vile things dwell. With the soundtrack already blaring in my head, I can't wait to get my hands on this well-reviewed game. Morkborg is a Free League publishing game, and you can purchase it on their website, via Modifius, Amazon.com, or get the PDF on drivethroughrpg.com.
Number 3.
Delta Green. Yeah, so I'm super behind the 8 ball on this one. Delta Green has been around forever, and I've just never had a chance to read it, play it, or own a single book. Delta Green is set in the contemporary version of H.P. Lovecraft's Call of Cthulhu. Originally a setting for the Call of Cthulhu game, Delta Green is a paranormal, X-Files-esque horror conspiracy RPG. In Delta Green, you play as an agent tasked with helping to protect the United States from supernatural and extraterrestrial threats. Much like the original Call of Cthulhu game, sanity and motivation play a major part in the game as your agents encounter bizarre and unexplainable horrors. I enjoy H.P. Lovecraft horror stories as well as the original Call of Cthulhu game. Granted, it's been years since I've played, but it's not for a lack of desire. Plus, I've always been a fan of the old alphabet soup, UFO, conspiracy stuff that was big in the 80s and 90s. Mind you, I don't believe in that stuff, but I find it very entertaining. The fact that there's a game out there that seems tailor-made to those types of stories, and I haven't played it yet, is baffling to me. Delta Green has been around for nearly 25 years, so I'm going to avoid going into the print history of the game here. In fact, there's a ton of books, fiction, collectibles, and more available from Arc Dream Publishing. You can download PDFs of Delta Green at drivethroughrpg.com as well.
Number 2.
The Terminator RPG. Finally, a game I don't have to feel shame for not playing because it actually hasn't launched yet. Okay, ask my wife. I'm a Terminator nerd. It's honestly one of my favorite franchises, especially in the sci-fi genre. The first two Terminator films are, in my opinion, some of the most rewatchable, best paced, and just plain awesome movies of all time. Yes, there have been many sequels that are of debatable quality.
Fuck you, asshole.
But I don't believe they diminished the legacy of the original films, comics, and all the other cool crap I collected as a kid. Has there been another Terminator RPG? I don't know, but I've tried to run Terminator-style games with many different rule sets. To me, the world of Terminator is perfect for fast-paced, unforgiving, brutal RPG action. As of the writing of this script, the Terminator RPG is killing it on Kickstarter, raising over $100,000 on a goal of just over $13,000. Nightfall Games, the devs responsible for Slay Industries' second edition, seem to have a bona fide killer on their hands that I can't wait to terminate. Ugh.
Get out.
As soon as I get my copy.
Number 1.
Fallout. A quick confession. I'm a big-time Fallout fanboy. I love the world, I love the video games, the art, the lore, all of it. I've spent so much time playing the Fallout games, I should probably be earning real, supplemental income because of it. Modiphius launched their miniature war game, Fallout Wasteland Warfare, in 2018 under license from Bethesda. While the war game looks cool, miniatures just aren't my thing. I'd heard through various sources that it included some rules for RPG, or that RPG rules were available for the game, but I just wasn't interested in the financial investment or the space requirement for all the extra stuff that came with it. There's been scuttle on the interwebs for some time about a Fallout tabletop RPG. For the most part, I just disregarded the rumors and focused on the games already collecting dust on my shelf. Today, everything changed when I checked my email and found out Modiphius launched their pre-order for the Fallout RPG. And so filled was I with mirth, my heart nearly fell out of my butt.
What the fuck?
This game looks amazing. The art style, the characters you can build, the sweet dice, and all the extras already have me clearing off my table for battles through the wasteland. Will it be as good as it looks? I don't know. Regardless, I'm already sold on it. What can I say? I'm a sucker for marketing. Are there other games I should play that you're excited for? What does your list look like? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next week. I am recording. You guys remember when I used to wear hats on this channel? And, oh, hey, look at that. No green screen, guys. It's real. Oh, let me pop this. To find out more, let's see how does this look.